Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome. This is Dalis. I really hope you enjoy Alexa's class. I was having some fun in coloring and getting inspired by her. So I am going to give you a little bit of time because I know you guys, we just finished. So go grab your refill for your drink or coffee. Make sure that you go to the bathroom. This is your pit stop. So, and I'll meet you here in a couple of minutes. But I'll be just showing some of the stuff for this awesome little tiny release. I am so excited that the journal group decided to do this release. I am in love with it. Oh, by the way, this is the little trick that I was mentioning. Hey, Brenda, about the stencil. Since it has pieces like little steps, I went with my Sharpie and I color all of the numbers. So I put a little bit of Sharpie, then I pass my finger, and it just goes exactly into the groove. You could also try, hey Irene, how are you? Good morning. And that way you know exactly what step. So for the first plant, we have 4 steps. For the second plant, we have 4 more steps. Hey, Christy. And then for the books, I still haven't done it, but I wanted to show you what I did. So let me get my Sharpie. So you could get a big Sharpie or a little tiny fine liner. Either one works. And all I did was I went over the number and then I just went and it just goes inside. Okay, that's all I did. If you have the fine liner, which I do, I just don't know where I put it right now. It's somewhere in here. You know how it goes. Of course, I can only find the broad one today. So today we're going to be doing bookmarks, okay? And Alexis just used the stencil, so I am not going to use the stencil, but I can show you the looks of the stencil. So here's plant number 1. This is plant number 2. These are some of the books without any adding any shadowing. And then these ones, you can tell that they look a lot more 3D, and those ones are using a tiny bit, and I mean just the smallest amount of watercolor pencils on them. Just love these. And here is a card, again, with just a little bit of shadowing with a gray watercolor pencil. And the sentiment, keep calm and read books. That's all we need. Love this set. This is the new stamp set. Let me show you. So we got the stencil, which is cool. Shelves. No, bookshelves. And then this beautiful stamp. I love the tiny little, look at the glasses. The tiny little heart. The bookmark. Like, seriously. Okay. So let's talk about what we're going to do today. So I was thinking of doing 2 different bookmarks. I'm going to show you one of the bookmarks, and I'm not going to explain how to make this one because I don't think I got it absolutely how I love it. But I wanted to show you the option. And this is just a 2 1/4 by 3 inch card. And what I did is I scored in the middle. I did a valley fold. Then I scored it 1/2 inch. I think it was, yes, 1/2 inch on each side, and then scored that as a mountain. And then I open it up just like this, and then I cut 1/2 inch deep in the middle. and then you pull that out, and that is where your pen is gonna go. And then this part you put in between the pages you're reading. Hey Patty, good morning. So that is one idea. I didn't have it completely set up to be, because I wanted to put something here, and then it got a little convoluted, and I was like, you know what, let me show 2 different versions of how to do a corner. But I wanted to show you this in case you wanted to play around with it. Okay, so super easy. Again, score in the middle valley, 1/2 inch, and then those are mountains, and then cut. And this is how deep, it depends on the writing utensil or whatever is it that you want to put there. And then it just squeezes in your book from the top, not from the side because it will fall, but from the top. Okay, well, let's get started with the corner bookcase bookmark. So I'm gonna do one that uses really thin paper and one that uses thicker paper. Okay, and it's very important that if you wanted to do this, because one is following a origami technique, and origami uses very fine paper. If you have really fine paper that is double-sided, even better. I am gonna use this super fun stripe paper. It's literally printer paper weight. Okay, let me make sure that I start. I can see your comments in case you have any questions. See, I haven't seen any of the comments. Sorry about that. Thank you so much, Kim, for the link. Hey, Emret. How's everyone? Hey, Melissa. Okay, so here's the trick. The size of your bookmark is going to be half the size of the square that you have. So right now I have a 7-inch square. So I'm going to end up with a 3.5 inch bookmark. That seems a little excessive. So I'm going to cut this down to 5.5 square. Okay. So, but again, maybe I should leave it big so you guys can see it better. You know what? I'm going to leave it big just so you guys can see it better. Okay? I need to make sure that it's a square though. So I am bringing my other cutter because this one is too little and doesn't have all the way to 7. So we are going to start with a square, okay? So we're going to go here. Let me stand up. So we are right in 1/16 of an inch less than 7. So I'm going to go here, and this one is 2 ticks. Okay, so I'm going to remove 1 tick, or 1/16. Okay. Perfect. No worries, Christy. Thank you for coming. I know, early. Okay, so first thing first, we are going to. Have you guys ever done one of these triangle bookmarks in origami? We are going to fold right at the diagonal. A lot of kids they do these at school. I think they're fun. Okay? I think they're really, really fun. Then, once you have it right smack in the middle, you are going to come and you are going to fold only one to the middle. Okay? Right? And then you're going to unfold that. And now you're going to fold this. So, one flap down straight and score it. Open it up again. And then you're going to go from here is your fold. From the fold, we're going to try to line it up as best as you can. There you go. Up to the point. And then same thing. You see how beautiful that is? And then you're going to come and do exactly the same thing. Usually the second one gives you a little bit of a trouble. And you're going to butt them together, okay? Okay. Now we're going to open all of this. Okay. Right? So here's where we are. Now we are going to come open. So I am leaving this part down. I'm going to come over. I'm going to wrap around. Squeeze it in. And score. Okay? I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the other side, okay? Fold. Do we just fold this, right? Make sure it's going to have shifted maybe a little bit. So score again. Open. Like a little snacky cone. Put it in. Sneak that point in. Make sure that you try to sneak it in as deep as it can. Okay? And then we're going to score. And here is our bookmark. Isn't it fun? It's so easy. I know, it seriously is easy. So the second one is, I think, easier. So imagine this is your book. You grab your paper, your bookmark, and you just put it in the corner. And we are going to decorate this with some of our stamps. Okay? But it's that easy. Can you believe that? Ta-da! Bookmark number 1. You could round this corner. You could actually put this in so it's not flappy like that. And it actually gives it a little bit of an extra sturdiness. So all I'm doing is pushing it in. Okay. So here. Ta-da! Isn't it fun? I think I really like it. So that is one of our bookmarks. And then our second bookmark, it's going to be with a thicker paper, okay? And this one, again, same thing. You start with a square, and then you are going to end up with half of the size of the square that you started. I really hope that makes sense. In my head it does. So I really, really hope that it makes sense in your brain too. So I'm looking for, I can't figure out where I put the paper I was going to use. So I am looking for a nice thicker piece of paper. And I am just going to go . to a piece of crap. This is not a steak, but you could use anything, okay? So let's do 5 inches because I can do 5 inches easily here. So I'm gonna do 5 inches. Again, a square, 5-inch square. For this, since it's a little bit thicker on the thicker side, this is not super thick, but it is a little bit thicker. We're gonna use the scoreboard. You don't really have to. I just find it a little bit easier, okay? And we're gonna go diagonal. To me, it's really messy to figure it out when I'm straight. My trick for this is go all the way to the last one. Okay? Go all the way to the last one, then you know you're straight, okay? And we're gonna score right in the middle. Try to make sure that we got a good one. Any questions so far? These are pretty easy, I think. So here is my first fold. And then we are going to do exactly I don't want to say exactly the same, but it's pretty close. Okay, so we are gonna go again, my last line, get in there. We're gonna score diagonal again. We're gonna fold again. See how it's a little bit harder to score because it's a little bit of heavier weight. Okay, now here's where this ends up being, it's not origami anymore because we're gonna use scissors, and origami doesn't use scissors. There's all about the folds. Everything stays together. And I am just cutting one of their triangles. It doesn't matter which one because it's a square. And we scored smack in the middle diagonally on both sides. So you're gonna have something like this. So far so good? Okay. So now here is the trick. We want to score right here smack in the middle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this side of my my card against the top of my scoring tool, and I'm gonna look for the point to be in the area of the last track, and I'm gonna go down all the way. Okay, yes, super easy. Okay, now you could fold these if you have a double pattern, like a double-sided pattern paper. You could fold these like this and then put your center piece here. Okay, so if you're doing double-sided paper, don't cut anything else. That's all you're cutting. And then you're just gonna open these flaps up, put a tiny bit of glue here, tiny bit of glue here, and then you put your circle or your tag or whatever it is that you want to decorate this with, okay? And it will stay together, okay? Now, okay. Now, we are going to go, I'm trying to remember how to do this. Like, I try so many different techniques. You guys have no idea. Because I don't want the bulk. I'm gonna trim just a little bit more on this side. There. And we didn't even need for this one. It's the third technique that uses the fold in the middle. And then you're just gonna glue those together. And again, you have the same idea, but just in this thicker paper, you really cannot do all the folds that origami is asking for this, okay? So all we need to do is just glue. Glue, glue, glue. You could remove this middle part if you wanted to, just so it doesn't catch. But I didn't have any problems when I was using it. I was reading last night and I did not see any problems. Okay, come on, glue. Don't do this to me. I don't know why I can't see the comments unless I come out and go back again. Michelle, yes, you could 100% use one of those thin marker magnets. That would be super cool, especially for the first one that I showed. This one, make it a little bit longer and put a magnet so it holds down. That would be really, really cool. $20% off coupon code for regularly priced goodies. And the code is Full Vibes. And I'm going to put it right here, because we're going to be using this a little bit. So I'm ready for Halloween. Did you guys see that? Code is Full Vibes for 20% off regularly priced items. Thank you. Okay, so let's put these together. Let's do a little bit of stamping and have some fun. My God, where did I started coloring? I started coloring and I haven't finished. I might need to start all over. Oh, here. And I am doing my, what I call my technique, where I stamp with Totally Taupe and then I stamp with Marvelous Mocha or with a black ink. I know that it looks not as something super put together, but it works, guys. It is like magic, I promise. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but I have stamped some of the books with the planner, the planter, and we are just gonna color some of these books. And I'm not gonna color the part where the pages are. I'll color that later. So I am just putting colors on top of colors, okay? Nothing super fancy, nothing that you cannot do. This technique makes me feel like I can color with my markers. It makes me feel like I got it. Because even though I was pretty scared when I was coloring her, because I know she looks like a mess. So, like, I got that. But I know that one side over stamp, it works. I don't know what juju is that happens. I really have no idea. But it really sure works. If you give this technique a try, just let me know. Because I feel, but you have to be able to let go. Like, it's gonna be fine. It's not gonna look like much. It's gonna look like you're not done. But trust the process, okay? Okay. And then I think I'm gonna go with some of this. I'm gonna have to get out of the video on my phone and go back in case you guys are leaving comments and I can't see them. It's very frustrating right now. Then we're gonna do this light purple up here. We're gonna do one more time over here, one more time over here. This is a little bit darker. My plant, I need some greens. I need some greens. And I need a little orange. Let's see if I can make a terracotta with my orange. I did a pretty good terracotta the other day with orange and brown. But I want to try something different because I want a lighter terracotta. Like that one would turn out to be like a really dark terracotta. And it's pretty, but it's not what I was looking for. You know, sometimes you get something and it's not what you were expecting, but it's okay. See how the yellow changes that orange underneath. And then when we add our shadows with our color pencils, it's gonna look different. Let me get out again and do another refresh. I'm so sorry. I'm looking at the comments. They're just not coming in for me. I think that was a good size. Yeah? Oh, you haven't seen it, but you got a bookmark like this. They're pretty easy to make. And I think they're fabulous. And they really, like, I always struggle with bookmarks because I lose them. These stay put. They really do. So I hope that you guys give them a try because they really, really work. Oh, thank you, Patty. You think that was a good size? Yeah. Okay. This is a really, really light green. Again, I know this doesn't look like much right now, but trust me, it's gonna work. The videos do that for you on your phone. It has never done that before. I'm so frustrated, but it's okay. Oh, no worries. Go. Pack away orders, girl. And yes, remember that our fall vibes retreat is coming. Yes, I am going to be teaching. Oh, Jennifer, you're so sweet. You know what? I think the retreats are amazing for a few good reasons. One, of course, the products are amazing, right? And you guys keep coming because the products are amazing. Two, the DT, we really, really love doing this. We love playing with Kimmy's products. They're always just pure quality, right? You guys know it. And, well, also, Kimmy is the sweetest. And she really, really does so much work to make sure that all these retreats are worth every single penny. Like, every single penny out there. Like, she makes it such a great deal. So, this is why they work, and because you guys are amazing. Our students are amazing. Okay, so here it is. Yes, I know it doesn't look like much. Oh my God, my sweet child made me coffee. Oh. She is the best, people. The best. Okay, I'm gonna get Marvelous Mocha. And we are gonna put this right here so you can still read the code. And we're gonna put... I did stamp it in Totally Taupe at the beginning. And I have not moved the stamps. So if I put it back in my Misty, and I make sure that it's in the corner, and I come with my Marvelous Mocha and stamp, we should have a great impression. Okay. Making sure. I'm gonna put it over. Let's get my little tool. Okay. Ta-da! See? It just, I don't know what it is, guys. It just works so well. Because it looked like a hot mess. I know it did. I know I did. I understand you guys were scared. Because it did look like a hot mess. But it doesn't look like a hot mess anymore. Okay, I'm going to go one more time because I want really, really dark lines on this brown. Okay. Oh, I did not check to make sure that it was on the corner. I really hope it was. It didn't move. Okay, perfect. It didn't. Whew. That scared me for a second. Okay. What if I put it this way? Is it gonna let me be? Nope. What are my markers? I use King Art markers. Hey, Danielle. Okay. We are set. My two cute. I am thinking. Here, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. I am thinking. This is the size punch I got. Let me show you. I am thinking of putting her like this. Right here. And yes, it's going to trim some of her. Okay? And then I'm thinking of putting this one like this. Okay? This is where I am right now. I really hope I can punch through this cardstock. It should be okay. Ooh, before I do that, let me do a little bit of shadow here. It's gonna help me know where, so it's straight. And I'm gonna color. Again, do you guys see how loose like this is? I am not redoing my coloring. I am just adding little bits I got pink. I need a little bit of orange. Ouch. Just poke myself with something. Okay. A little bit of orange here. A little bit of more orange here. And then I need a purplish. Oh, this looks like a nice purple. Okay. And I need a blue. And once I add that blue, and I'm gonna add actually blue to my plant instead of green, just to tie everything together. You guys can do that. You know that, right? You guys can. So for your blues, you can add greens. For your greens, you can add blue. It gives you a little bit of the different shadow look. Okay, let's see if I go like this and I come back. I gotta go eat breakfast. Yes, no worries. Have fun. Okay, so I'm bringing, usually I use a much smaller paintbrush, but this is the one I have right now here. That's so you can see that it really, we're not doing braid surgery, okay? And did you notice that I am not like recleaning my brush? Like, it's okay if I get a little bit of muddiness, because these are books. Maybe the book that you're looking at is a little bit older. Okay, so my books are done. And oh, my shadow. That is gonna help me figure it out if I get my punch straight, okay? I know. I'm gonna go. I can't figure it out. Sorry, guys. I can't do it so I can show you. I gotta do it so I can see. If it's not. Okay. That's that. Now for her, it's gonna be a different thing because she's big. She's a big stamp. I love her. I'm gonna go right about here. And I know I haven't added any shadowing to her, so we're gonna do that right now. I'm gonna go with a, what is this? Indigo blue for the sofa, especially the areas where she is sitting and creating that shadow. And right here, because, okay. We're gonna use that same indigo blue for her eyes. Now we need some brown. Where is my favorite brown? This is my umber. Umber is my favorite brown on this Caran d'Ache set. Okay. Okay. And brown is gonna go almost on everything else. You could do it on top of the pink, reds, greens, anything. Purples, you can use brown, okay, to create shadows. You should be 100% fine. And we're gonna add a little bit to her face. And I think we should be really close to having this done. I'm gonna come back. I really wish I had, oh, there it is, my smaller brush. Okay. Especially for my face. Because I dab, circle, and then dab, 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 dab. Okay. Here. She has the dirty blonde look. No. Okay. With some highlights that we left. Right under the arms, the neck, right here on the hoodie or long sleeve, right behind her pillow. Look at that. She just ends up having this really, really cool 3D effect that she didn't have before. I'm gonna look at my comments in a second. Oh, I need more water. And literally I'm using drops of water, like almost nothing, because again, I'm using copy friendly paper, so this is not watercolor paper. And the eyes, I may need more for the eyes. Where is that indigo that I used? It's a pretty color. Okay. Just adding a little bit more of that indigo here. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, I'm gonna grab it. It has a little too much water. Okay. See, let me get out, go back in for comments. This is insane. Can you put it close to the camera to see the shadows? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Thank you, Brenda. Here is the planner. And here she is. Isn't it cute? Thank you. Thank you, Kim. Okay. Now, these are done. We are gonna go, I feel in the mood for doodling. Anyone here likes to doodle? You don't have to doodle, but I kind of feel like I want to doodle something today. So let me get a pen that is gonna make me successful in my doodling. So when I doodle, I like using fine liners. And I liked using gel pens. Oh my God, that coffee is delicious. Sorry. Oh, thank you, Danielle. You could use a fountain pen, yes. I'm gonna go with this gel pen that I have. It's a Hello Kitty gel pen, and gel pen, it's a Japanese gel pen, and it is, oh, I forgot to do the papers. Wait. These, I was gonna do them with pencil, and I literally just scribbling. This, it's kind of like a blush color. Not a blush, but like, I don't want to say skin, because we are the colors up out there, right? And there they are. There. That's good. I feel like her hands need a little shadow right here. And so does her foot. So let's fix that. There. Perfect. And now I can go back with more of that beautiful indigo and make her eyes even darker. Oh, I like that color. Okay. Doodling. Rules of doodling. There are no rules. So I think I am going to just do some circles. I'm not trying to keep them the same. I'm gonna skip that one because it would cover the plant. And I'm just, you know, I'm moving my paper. There are some doodles there, right? We're not done with that. I'm just letting it cool, dry out, okay? Now, this one, I am thinking that we're just gonna go and do a line. Okay. I'm gonna keep going. Okay. Now that we have that line, I'm gonna do lines to each of the scallops on my punch. This is just on top of my head, you know what I'm thinking. You could do like go around the scallop with your gel pen. See? Look how cute that is. Now, I'm gonna let that one dry. Let me see if you guys have any recommendations for things to snatch from Dalis. Blue Sisters. Hello Kitty gel pen. You're terrible. So let's see. What could we do on this one? We could leave it there. I kind of, I like it. I think I'm gonna make this be black. Like it has like a little detail in black there. I think I'm gonna be done with that one. Now on this one, I'm gonna do a second line. Okay. And I'm trying not to touch my line, because gel pens tend to dry a little bit slower. Okay. Okay, so I kind of like that. And I think I like it like that. Now, that is all the doodling that I'm doing, okay? Now I'm coming back with my gel pen. I'm gonna start highlighting I'm gonna leave the eyes to the end because I know that's the last thing that I colored. And they might be a little bit wet. So I am thinking that the light is coming kind of from top behind her. But it's going to be things that are going to have more highlights than others. But isn't she pretty? Okay. I'm going to do her freckles, her eyebrows, her hair here, and we're going to go for the eyes. And there they are. I like it. Oh, she is so cute. Okay, going to my flower pot with my books. this is exactly what my books look like. When I was in college, they were all on the floor all the time. It was a terrible mess. Okay, that's it. Okay, so the only thing that I'm going to do is I am going to add the slightest gray to that line right here and where it touches her, right here. And I'm going to take that really fine paintbrush with almost no water. Okay? Because remember that I'm not sure that gel pen is waterproof, so there you go. There it is. That's it. That's all we're doing. Okay? Now let's put this together, because I have 3 minutes to put it together. I know, right, Carol? I think so too. When I started doing it, I was like, oh, it does look like a little pillow. Okay, so we have both of our super cute. I am gonna get my little bookmark, stamp, my little heart, and the glasses. Because I don't know you guys, but I have reached an age where I am playing this game. Put my glasses on, get my glasses off, put my glasses on, get my glasses off to be able to read. And don't know that, I don't know you, but I seriously do not enjoy the game. So okay, I'm gonna go with Marvelous Mocha again. You could add a little bit of color here if you wanted to. But I like the tone on tone look that this is gonna create. And that's such an easy look for this stamp, for this bookmark. Like, come on, how can you cannot go wrong with this. I think I'm gonna put this one here, and then I need one more heart right here. Oops, right there. Thank you. And one more glasses coming out from over here. And we are ready. There you go. Okay. So she is, okay. Who should we put where? I kind of like this guy here. And her there. Okay. And I am not going to glue them right now, but this would be the final look because I am, it's 10 o'clock and that is my class. All I'm going to do is I'm going to punch a few more of these in a few level, same 65 pound that I'm using to color. But I'm just gonna punch a few more so they are a little bit sturdy and glue them to the back of this, then glue this to here, and again we would have these fun bookmarks right here. Again, remember this technique, you want really thin, like almost photocopy paper. I always have to convince my brain not to say typewriter paper because that gives away my age way too fast. And then this one is going to go right here. And I will post pictures. I am thinking that maybe I'm going to add a little bit of color to this, like Carol said, to make it look like a pillow. So but this is it. Do you guys have any questions? Thank you so much, Carol. I really appreciate it. You hear me about the glasses? It's a dance and it's a dance I don't want to do, Michelle. I don't want to do it. Thank you, Danielle. So here are our 2 bookmarks. And again, if you have any questions, just let me know. Tag me. Make sure that you tag me if you have questions so I can see it faster. Remember, we got 20% off regular price this weekend with the code Full Vibes. And enjoy. I know that there's another class coming along soon. So, but if you have no questions, I will leave you, have a potty break, and maybe grab something to eat and get ready for the next class.